This video is called Last Days, or Last with a T, Days, and trance. The T is the feminine suffix, suffix, right? So you're C-fix, say-fix. Does going into a trance with Tai Chi fix the problem? It can help a female person be more feminine and worldly, but she must obey. It can help a gay person be more female-like. This is a moon temple form, right? There is sun Tai Chi, but it is not the same. Okay. The falcon is the true representative of the sun, the falcon son of Ra. They're basically the deity of the oppositions, the deities of love are Aphrodite. This has everything to do with ludus, right? Role-playing, conquest in terms of love, right? Eros, erotic desire, and all these fake versions of love that Greeks despicably propounded and propagated. Okay, so anyway, you have Psyche, right? Who Aphrodite, or Venus, right? Puts in a trance. You have Cupid, or Eros, where we get the word erotic desire. So their deities of love are cruel, rape cult deities, versus God is love. What they're doing is more like Psyche, okay? And it has to do with Ki, the Sumerian earth goddess, Ki, Qi, or Chi. Chi in terms of the energy of this world. Not to be confused with Chi Uku, the great Chi, which is where the energy comes into contact with the spirit. It's what the Igbos call God. Their way of perceiving God, right, is where the energy comes into contact with the spirit of God. And Eri, okay, is the son of God, the spirit of God, descending into a man, the son of God. Okay, so when somebody pulls out a weapon, I'm going to use a plastic knife, right? It forces you to focus, okay? This guy has a weapon in his hand, right? Attention, to be tense, right? Attention, versus weaponless combat or Tai Chi and demonstrations, okay? So using weapons with the intention of restoring the divine order is the martial arts that have to do with God. Pounding somebody into the ground and sustaining a certain amount of damage to your brain and reducing your cognitive function, your neurological abilities, your neurological processes, okay? And your brain function forces you to be in this world. And I've gone over this in this other video where fixation is reducing or eliminating the spirit and the essence of somebody to permanent bodily form. Their definition, not mine, and I do agree that's what they're trying to do. And the fix is the A, the alpha, right? Is she an alpha? Why or why not? Okay? Is a big strong guy who follows suit with a worldly culture an alpha? No. The alpha must be the martial arts leader, right? Provider is a pro-vader argument, right? Technology, dark side, world, shadows on the ground from the world, okay? Dark side, worldly, okay? So, what does it mean when someone like her gets her respect, right? Aren't you that one lady from the Tai Chi cover? Oh, that's so cool. When someone who's an attractive female who does yoga talks to a guy, does she have his attention? In what manner? Is that the spirit of God being conveyed through her? No. That's worldly desire and lust and a desire to snake other men on some unconscious level. She's talking to me. She might not realize I'm a loser. You know, maybe I can make up some lie and get in her paths, right? Kind of thing. So when an attractive female approaches a man, she has his attention. When the top martial artist approaches an attractive female, she's thinking of ways to avoid it. She ignores him, gives him the cold shoulder, versus being brilliant like the sun, which is hot, and being hot, she gives him the cold shoulder. She's really not hot if she gives the top martial artist the cold shoulder, because he is brilliant. He is the sun. He has that certain masculine form of intelligence that has to do with martial arts and surgical striking. Okay. So when I grab a knife and I start vibrating with the spirit of marshaling the divine order, for example, okay, the spirit of God, the spirit of love, the spirit of justice. Love only comes from true justice, true fair play, which is righteousness, pharaoh, right? What is fair, what is truly right. Truly, what is fair can only truly be fair if it is truly right. And then there's just degrees of fairness after that. And to make a long story short, anyway. So why should attractive women then submit to me? It takes an idiot not to see why. First of all, they don't even give me a fair shake when we do it their way, and they are going for a more feminist world, with all due respect. When we do it their way, are they receptive? No. They're not. They look down on me and think of me as less than dirt. Doing it their way is nowhere near the middle, and the world is going more in an evil direction. Naturally, they're supposed to submit to me because I am Pharaoh. It should be that simple. But since I'm dealing with democratic ninnies and all kinds of communist ninnies, capitalist ninnies, all kinds of liar-based demon, D-E-M-I-M-O-S, meaning terror, demos meaning peasant, all kinds of peasant-brained, demon attitude-having ninnies who have sold out for lust and greed and trying to find their life and all these things that the Bible and martial arts systems have warned us not to do when they're telling the truth. Okay? That's the only reason I have to even explain beyond I'm Pharaoh, I'm the top martial artist. Well, let's explain it from a democratic perspective. If everyone weighed in and they were truly being fair with their heart, okay, you would see that the only way for me to get a fair shake and give them my rightful place is if they submit. I'm the top martial artist, the blameless one, the most worthy man, the true way to be right with God. Why wouldn't you want to date me? Why wouldn't you want to listen to me more than anyone else? Why wouldn't you want to submit to the marshaling Spirit of God that I convey? If the Spirit of God is telling me to approach you for a date, why would you refuse? Now think carefully. Go ahead and pause it. Try to come up with a counter-argument and put it in the comments. There is no viable counter-argument. Heros, means master, a possible root term for Hera, but so what? The idea they're referring to is sound. Can you truly be a martial art master if you're not training to be a hero in a world where there's 60 million preventable deaths a year or something? No, you are just a selfish, small, empty little scumbag who is concerned with saving himself and lying about religion and God. That is not a hero. That is an antichrist, if you will. So, when we look at what is keeping them from being receptive, there are cultural, social, racial, financial, all sorts of worldly, sicko barriers, right? Flesh-based barriers, right? Worldly barriers. Brain function. Why aren't they full of moral outrage in this very corrupt world where all these horrible things happen? Why aren't they dying to find a way to make things right before they die? Why aren't they trying to put righteousness above their families? Why aren't they doing that? Isn't that the human thing to do on the highest level of being a human, the most morally upright, hero-like level, if you will? Why aren't they like that? Brain function. Why can't they perceive the top martial artist after all the non-martial artists they've passed on the street and that they've dated, perhaps? Why can't they perceive who I am? Brain function. Beliefs, culture, race, appearance. Oh, because I'm black like Martin Luther King? You can't perceive the hero in me? Brain function. How can they who don't submit claim to be more intelligent or smart than I am? Only when it comes to the female complicity with evil type of harlot brain can they make that argument. Those unnatural fools who claim to know more about the supernatural than he that is natural and the most receptive to the supernatural. So now that we've removed their ability to sense, sensibility, responsibility, they go hand in hand, now don't they? Now that they've removed this with alchemy, right? Fixation, use substances and psychology, psyche, put in a trance by Aphrodite. This fake version of I'm going to find love. You're going to find love according to who? In what manner? Who, what, when, where, how, why? Using Psyche, Cupid, Eros, Venus' system, Aphrodite, these petty Greco-Roman deities, these fools, and made Helen fall in love with men in the story of the Trojan War so they could rape them. They could rape her. These are petty ideas of rape cult scumbags who should be murdered immediately. Should be executed immediately for their treachery and treason and mass murder and complicity with pure evil. So your reason will tell you otherwise. Who is this guy? This guy is the son of the most morally successful brain surgeon, one of the countless top doctor awards in California, mind you, is where he was assigned due to his mental prowess. Okay, he is the namesake of this man. He has a $4,000 4-year challenge, calling out all these presentation bitches like the no knockout KO master. This guy claimed to be able to knock people out without touching them. He was proved to be a lie. As people develop systems to make themselves seem greater than they are, certainly the only way to prove you're the best is to make an open challenge. At one point I offered $100,000. Who am I? I'm the guy who did that. I'm the brain surgeon's son. I'm the son of 2 doctors. I'm from the royal family of Aries Cult Center, and it's the Fixari. That's how you fix it. I've been making videos for 10 years. You can go ahead and cross out any potential motive idea and throw it in the trash. What motive do I have? If I had played ball with them, wouldn't I have made a lot of money? I'm smart. I'm handsome. Come from a good family. What financial incentive is there? What romantic incentive is there? You know, in terms of, other than the obvious, conveying the true spirit of God and getting women to love me for who I truly am, what evil motive, what ulterior motive is there? There is none. I could have simply sold my soul and made a lot of money. Okay? If you don't believe my story, excuse me, basically, I could have made a lot of money and I could have got some gold digging attractive sluts into bed like that. It's a walk in the park. You can pretty much throw out any ulterior motives. There are no ulterior motives. Okay? Reason would tell you that I am telling the truth. Okay? I've been making videos for 10 years. Thousands of videos. Think about all the research and all the time, all the videos I didn't upload. Okay? All the time it took to upload them. Imagine if I used that to make money instead, and women would be chasing me for the wrong reasons. Instead, I'm conveying the true spirit of God to marshal them to submit to God so that we can make love. If they don't submit to God, there is no justice and there is no love. There is no making love. There is just sex cult, rape cult energy, bitch shit with rape cult blood money to win them over. The last daze has everything to do with the last being in a daze. And even their own controlled opposition people admit that 20%, 20% of CEOs are psychopaths. How many of them are narcissists? How many are sociopaths? By the time you factor it all together, they're all fucking nuts. They're crazy. They're out of their fucking minds. They're blood money, rape cult, sexual sadist, child mind having, pedophile scum. The last days have to do with the female being in a daze. And there's various forms of daze, from being fixated on some activity that doesn't allow you to address evil, but has you focused on yourself as you transcend. You don't really transcend. You go into a trance and you end yourself. Versus transcend to end the trance, which takes focus and attention. When they're trying to distract you, pan backwards, just nap and get you to fall asleep so they can sleep with you. You need to focus intensely to break the trance. And to truly connect to God, you need to have the true spirit of God conveyed to you through martial arts. They can teach you how to be a bitch elsewhere. I teach you how to receive the true spirit of God. And I convey it to you. These lessons that don't need words. The Spirit of God coming into a focused manner as it is surgically delivered to you. This is why the leopard in the Kunini Angolan sort of capoeira culture is the surgeon. That's the title for the surgeon, the leopard. I am the falcon, son of the surgeon, which is the title for the leopard. Cap-o-airy. Cap-o-a-ra. Keep-o-a-ra is the true message from capoeira. And when they don't submit to me, and when the female capoeiras do not submit to me especially, they have failed. You have failed the main lesson of capoeira. It is the divine order. It is obey, obi, ibo, Abba, Father.